Oh, yeah. Howdy. How's it going, folks? How you doing, folks? It is the freak end. And here I am. It's me. It me. Oh. And it's a freaky thing. You took it to where I could not follow. I cannot fucking remember what that's from anymore. It's a distant glimmer in my mind. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Need for Speed. Speed. It's a freaky thing. On the 3DO. Hi, Bugs. How you doing? That's a good emote. How are you tonight, Co? I don't know how I am. I don't know. No. We always copy typos and repeat them. You're lucky that it hasn't been transcribed into the stream, which has happened to Legend like 15 times. Like, look. Scrack. Lamac. I don't feel particularly great, I'll say. Yeah. Uh, I should feel better than I do. Nice, that's cool, Bugs. I'm sorry, Em. I'm sorry, Rudy. Like tonight? Ah, gotcha. I should probably be doing anything medical ever, sometimes, probably at some point. Um, yeah. Agoraphobia, that's tough. Jesus Christ, 14 hours is insane. I'm sorry, Rudy. I have good news things, which should, have more of a positive impact than they do, but I am the way that I am. Stubborn old man, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the problem. I'm just uh I'm just a curmudgeon. My whole existence is the day job sucking the life out of you. That's become my identity now. I feel like it has turned my stream self into my worst self, where it's like I'm always fucking tired and generally not in a good mood by the time I get online because I've spent the day being very busy and also consuming way too much bad news. And so by the time stream time rolls around, I am my mind is just a scrambled egg, and I'm always teetering on the edge of some sort of like depression or anger. It's really easy for me to just drift into long-winded rants about shit. And I have like this sort of deferred happiness thing going on that I think is really common, I think, for anybody who, like, if you're doing the 9 to 5 grind to try to achieve something, because it's basically the only path to certain things in life. You know, it's kind of bizarre how much we assign, like, we really believe in the meritocracy that, like, hard work is just all, that's what it is. You just have to work hard, blah blah blah. And I think that, like, obviously that uh myth has been, um I think, evaporating finally a bit for more people at large. But people just don't realize how much everything is just luck. Luck is really the great determiner of everyone's lives. Um, and you really don't have that much control over changing whatever hand you've been dealt from the start. Apart from, other people lifting you up. But unfortunately, we just don't really have that kind of solidarity in the States. I don't know, it might be the majority of the world, really. Where, at least in the States, people really don't appreciate how much their existence is reliant on other people. Uh, Bugs. Ah, man, Bugs. Look, I mean, you said something really, really great there that I don't know if we can, I don't know if we can pass that up. Look at what you said. Look at what you said. I think you crafted this. You crafted this. This was intentional. This was a plan. I just like the phrase, go about my dad. Anyway. Yeah. I think honestly, in the States, it's a big problem that people, this really derailed me. Uh, that people really take for granted how much the people around them uh, invisibly have done for each other. And that is really a major driving thing as to, like, what is degrading in the United States. Anyway, sometimes I think I just feel a little too hopeless. It makes everything else difficult, It makes it difficult to switch off and just sort of be like, as me. to switch off and just, be like either jokey or relaxed, hopeless, and helpless. Um, but no, I said hopeless. There's a certain hopelessness sometimes. It's not all the time. It's just sometimes you see something that's so egregiously just thunderingly selfish, or you know what I mean? Like, you might be able to maintain most of the time, but sometimes you'll see some shit that just like it's so fucking horribly, like disgustingly self-absorbed, um that it just hits you like a truck. You're just
Oh
like,
no.
yeah, you're just like, oh no. Exactly. And I feel like those hits are just like much more frequent than ever. It's not like once a week, it's like multiple times a day. uh, anyway, I think a lot of my problem is that I'm so trying to like figure out what my existence is now. And I feel quite lucky that I have a job, given the state of things, um, and that I'm able to make, you know, positive movement financially in the direction that I want to go. But also, it feels like just the really palpable way in which you can just feel like you're handing over life in exchange for money, and that even when you achieve the goal of that you have in mind, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that this doesn't stop. Like, you don't get to just quit, because now you have like, a bill that you have to pay, and then another bill that you have to pay, and it just sort of like, that's why I was saying it feels like deferred happiness, of like, well, I just got to get to the next waypoint, and then I'll be able to do the thing that I wanted to do, and then I'll be happy. Um, and I feel like I've, in exchange for that, given up stuff like art, expressing myself, being creative, having friends, laughing. Uh, Obviously, I'm being, I'm trying to be silly as usual, because I hate being like completely, starkly depressing. But, you know, yeah. Well, money is freedom, really, in not just the United States, but anywhere where capitalism is the prevailing economic system, right? Like, it's really starkly in everybody's face right now. I think that's, at least I feel a little bit more solidarity around me, because I've felt like this for fucking forever. And it's nice to finally hear people being like, no, actually, yeah, this does suck shit. It does seem like the people who have the most money also have all of the freedom. It's weird how the people with all the money don't go to jail ever. Like, that's not the freedom I want, by the way. I'm not saying, like, I wish I had so much freedom that I didn't go to jail when I did bad things. But, like, that's just how much money they have and therefore how much freedom they have, right? That the law doesn't even apply. Um, it's nice that there's seems to be a much wider group of people recognizing this, like, seemingly to me, very blatant fact that, hey, maybe this arrangement of society isn't very good. Maybe this is bad, actually. Maybe most of it was actually a myth and doesn't actually work the way that they say. Maybe no matter how hard you work, it won't change anything. Yeah. It's just really unfortunate how successful some people have been at convincing other people that they deserve their lot in life or whatever. When really most of it is imposed on you from the outside. It was determined before you even existed in some sense. There's very few people who get lucky enough to, like, actually transcend whatever slot they were born into. Because it's purely luck. You have to, like, hit it big, you know, by accident. You tried something and it worked. You know, 99 out of 100 times it fails, but that one time, and really it's worse than that. It's like 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000 or, you know, whatever. I need a small loan of $5 million. Fuck, man. That reminded me of one of the things that really got me down today. Legend was I was reading and also listening to a lot of stuff about how uh, basically the existence of Kalshi and Poly Market, and reading about, like, people fucking, dude, people taking loans, people taking out loans to place bets on, like, Kalshi and Poly Market because they're, like, desperate for money, you know? So they're taking a loan to make a bet, hoping to turn that into, like, easy money. And it's just like, I know that a lot of people's reaction to that is to, like, get mad at those people, but I think that it's because we have created a bad world. This is a bad world. Polymarket and Kalshi should not exist, and people should not be put in a position where they feel like that's what they gotta do. You know, not to mention the fact that we're also talking about a world where, like, if you set that fucking thing aside, we got shit like pay to make payments on a fast food delivery meal. That's not a good world. That's not a good. I can't even understand or imagine a world where you have, like, loan payments on a Big Mac. And there's a lot of that where, like people are just doing it without ever even, like, the intention of paying it back and stuff like that, where you're just like, this is gonna they're pulling everybody down into this debt pit. They want everybody to be essentially, like, financially enslaved. And the reason I don't fucking blame people for this shit is because I also, before I got a foothold, in my life, have been in situations where I had fucking nothing. And it's not, what do? You're just constantly, applying to jobs and trying to get in and, get a decent living wage. And it's hard at the beginning. And that's when shit was easier. Like, as you look back, everything has been easier and easier and easier than it is today. Like, now it's just, the job market is absolutely fucking trash. I mean, what are people supposed to do? Like, even gig work is hard to find now. And gig work isn't good. Gig work is not a good thing. But even that now is hard to get, you know? What kind of a world are we creating where people just don't have any hope of a future of any kind at all? What do people have to look forward to? It just seems pretty fucking obvious. Like, wouldn't it be better if we could just work together? Wouldn't it all be easier if we just worked together? Jolly cooperation. Yeah. It's irritating that that is always on the table, but it's the most impossible thing to do. We just don't have the ability to move that many people, because everybody would basically need the assurance that everybody next to them is also going to move the same direction, right? It's like, all right, we're all going to jump at the same time and knock the earth off its axis. Like, you can't coordinate it, but hypothetically, we have we have so much more power. We have a ridiculous amount of power. If only we could harness it, which we can't. And that's even more frustrating to even think about. It's an insane amount of power if you think about it, right? If you had even if you didn't get everyone, like, even if you didn't get 100% of everybody, if you had 400,000 people, I don't think 400,000 people could be stopped by much of anything, or you'd have to go to really extreme lengths. I guess you could. I mean, there are things that exist that could, like, destroy the entire planet, so I guess there is that. But I was just thinking in terms of, like, raw force, right? Like, if you had 400,000 people who were just dead set on, like, we're going to get this person and we're going to arrest them, and you just have 400,000 just citizens, like, they could basically not be stopped. You'd have to go to, like, pretty extreme lengths that would be pretty horrific to stop that many people. Killdozers is a whole nother story. I don't want to. I'm not. I don't have solidarity with the Killdozer guy, though. He was a fucking. He wasn't a good guy. He was a bad guy. Surface level, it seems like, hell yeah. But once you scratch just beneath the surface of that story, hell no. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess I am kind of describing that whole thing, aren't I? Damn it, pubs. You always know how to take the wind out of my sails. I am just being those fucking guys who all showed up. When was that? God. Was that before COVID? I guess it's exactly the same line of thinking. And they proved me wrong. But I don't think those people had the actual conviction of what they were like. At the end of the day, that was still just a joke. And I'm not sure how many people actually showed up to that. But yeah, I don't think they had the actual conviction of their words. At any rate, I was also just musing about something stupid, wasn't I? Yeah, Biden was president, so it was somewhere, I guess it would have been between 2020 and 2024 then. I also was essentially describing January 6th. Which, you know, unfortunately, a bunch of people who are all wrong together seem to have more conviction about what they want to, what they're trying to do than those of us who, well, I mean, this is kind of like the whole thing of like, bad people always win because they're willing to go farther, right? I guess I'll stop bringing everybody down.
Resident Evil.
That's a lie. I can't stop. It is my primary function. I was born to do it. So does that explain why I am the way I am? I think I was trying to explain why I'm a piece of shit now. Hopefully I have. Oh my god.
I guess this was my first time going into the butthole authenticator.
Tricero, thank you for 77 months. I Chemical storage key. Where even is chemical storage? Passage is filled with poisonous gas. I can't go down under these conditions. Okay. God, they love this. They love this setup so much. Do you want to take the shotgun? But if you take the shotgun, this will happen. That whole setup, this thing on the wall here may as well be considered a Resident Evil character. It's in this one, it's in Resident Evil 2, it's in Resident Evil 1. It just pops up quite a lot. Lurk it up. Get lurky. Ah. What's all this? Chris has nothing to say about any of this shit. I already have the desire to play Requiem again. It was so good. I particularly loved Grace's portion of the game at the beginning. Oh, look at that up there. That was just some very premium survival horror stuff, you know. Some of the best in the series. There will be consequences for doing this. Terrible, terrible consequences. A rifle bullets? Yes, thank you. I got a rifle bullets. A large size capsule. I wonder what was inside. Huh. Where are we? Oh. Wait, yeah. This is that one door that I couldn't open. Hell yeah, bugs. Yeah, this is where there were the, this is where the Stretch Armstrongs were. Uh-oh. Now what? These guys. And they are on me. Wow, thank fucking goodness for the shotgun. Whew. There's a keyhole. Oh. Now the alarm is not going off here. Now this is opening. Okie dokie. Um, Has a Resident Evil game ever done the loading screen door animation, but when it opens, an arm/tentacle reaches out and forcefully pulls the camera aside? Seems like a missed opportunity if not, given that the loading screens no longer exist. It's a great question. I'm not sure. That feels so... It feels so much like a thing that definitely would have happened. But I can't think of a time that it did. Fuck. So there was the thing that said, like, what was it? The date. The temperature is the date that this facility was completed, which we saw was the 8th. Okay, so this weirdly only goes from 1 to 5, and I cannot change it. That goes from 0 to 9. So does this, I presume it does. So I don't know. I put 8 here, but I didn't realize that the 1 was going to stay no matter what. I wonder if that's a note that we have. Probably not. I don't think that was a note, really, that we would have filed. Oh, this has shit now. Alexander's memo, Butler's letter, confession letter. Oh, are these location-based? They are. Which means if we did have a note, it would be here. This is the thing that told us the blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes, yes. It is an odd coincidence that the temperature is exactly the same as the date of the completion of this training facility. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well... It was the 8th. Let me go... I guess I gotta go all the way back to that and, sort that out. Double check. I don't know if it told us the 8th of what month. And now the hunters are here. So, I don't know. I don't remember how they work, but I think it's just sort of a constant fuck you, if I recall correctly. Like, Chris has to do a lot of running around, and beyond this point now, it's just like, I think you can randomly encounter hunters. You know we had zombie attacks during the loading door? Did we? Oh, right. And I can't take the shotgun. I know not in this game, but like, what game anywhere? WX Tony, thank you for 127 months. Very much appreciated. Where do we get on? The second floor? Hell. Oh, okay. Thank you, Legend. I did not at all remember that happening. Oh, yep, I hear the thing. I wonder, does that mean you can do something about it? I do not have the shotgun, so we are fucked if hunters appear. Ah, God, it's specifically in this hallway, too. Fuck, I don't think you can shoot it. I'm just wasting ammunition against the wall. I think the even if I get by, the moment I come out the door, I'm gonna get fucked here, right? Somehow that was okay. I absolutely went right through the beam. Somehow it didn't matter. All right, here's the thing, right? A memorial plate, there's some writing on it. Dedicated to the training facility's completion. December 8th. Oh, okay. So 12, 12/8. 128. That's the temperature we need. And then there is still the this also. We need, oh, I know what we need. We need a little toy tank. Did I figure that out before? I probably did. We need a little toy tank. We need a model tank to put there. I think. Now I'm going to get got, right? Oh no, there was a little moment. Beautiful. All right, back to the basement. Requiem was kind of a crazy departure from 7 and 8, huh? An unidentified monster came out through this. Neat. Oh. Well, shit. I'm gonna leave these for the moment. Where's this go now? Fuck. Ow. Am I poisoned? Man, I probably am. God. I'm not, thankfully. This shit, man. Dude. These are so out of control. I can't believe that that took like a full shotgun and the spider is not dead. I'm just using the wrong stuff. But I don't have the grenade launcher because Claire had it, so I can't do fire grenades, which is what I was thinking I would need to do. It's crazy how games would do this to you. Where they'd put you in a position of like, you could absolutely fuck yourself by just leaving some item on the wrong character, for instance. And then you're just toast. To be honest, I probably should just fucking use this. Is there just the one spider now? Nope. The other spider is completely back in action. I forgot Code Veronica was so damn annoying. Just a real shithead of a Resident Evil. I have so many ink ribbons. What is happening? This seems like too many. 24? That's nuts. Oh yeah, I forgot I also have this Luger replica. I don't know what the... I didn't examine it. I should probably do that. I should absolutely take these. That's... I don't know what it considers a rifle. I guess it's assault rifle, which, guess what? That was also in Claire's inventory. So I don't have that. Let's put this away. It's just weird, right? How they didn't... They could have at least cleared her inventory and put it in the safe box for you. But nope. They did not do that. Okay, well, I have a lot more shotgun ammo. I wonder if I should waste it all on the spiders. But the one fully came back, so that all of that ammunition was wasted, which makes me almost want to start the whole night over, because that was so many shots. That was just so many, and all for nothing, just gone. can't be used as a weapon. They're all for nothing because I left and the spider was technically still alive, so it just got reset back to normal. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't know what the replica Luger is for, so I'm going to put it away. Put it in here. I know what the doorknob is for. We could go do that. Where are we, though, exactly? Oh, right. This is beneath the tank. We also can't go through that door because we don't have whatever we need for that. Oh, yeah. This will let us take the shotgun away, which is nice. But the staircase will be up forever, so we have to come back this way to ever get back those stairs. Oh, and it's stopped on an upper floor, and it can't be called. Okay, whatever. Fuck you, spiders. I guess if they hang out on the ceiling like that, and I just always run through, they're not the worst. I can ignore them. Where is the waterfall that they showed the shield going down, by the way? They showed like multiple rocky layers of water and stuff. But the shield, I mean, now that we're down here, it looks like it should just be sitting in this water somewhere. But I don't see it. Unless I'm overlooking it. At any rate, I think then we put the shotgun here, put it back. And we go up here. I'm gonna go place the doorknob because I'm curious what benefit that will have for us. Oh, it's me. I'm dropping frames. Okay. So I guess that kind of says it was not enhanced broadcasting. Hey, Bun Bun. I'm sorry, Bun Bun. I'm gaming right now. Okay. And this goes... Okay, unfortunately, I don't think that this helps me. Oh, no, wait. Actually, this does. This is where we want to go. Go down here. I do really like how this whole thing is so, like, windy and... like the game goes, has you going back over the same area and stuff. Oh fuck, right. This door is fucking blocked. Shit. We are not back. Excuse me. No, it's fucked.